What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are continuing on with episode number... where is it? 8 of Sing Yesterday for me. This one is titled Innocent Blue. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Yeah, this show took a turn last time. Like, the first half of the show that we've had so far has been very much building out the characters, understanding where their hang-ups are, where their interests lie, and where they feel like they need to... where they feel like progressing in relation to each other and the world at large. So, for example, Haru, what she's doing with her life, why she's pursuing Riko as much as she is, why Shinako is hung up and not able to move on from her essentially unrequited love of the dead brother. Ro wanting to fill that position, but going about it all the wrong sorts of ways and being very, I guess, narrow-minded is the way to put it. I don't know. That doesn't feel quite right way to say it, but it's the only way I can think of it. Being a bit pushy, potentially having some form of anger issues underlying in there that I don't think this show is going to, like... I don't think that's going to be a main thing that we explore with him, but I feel like if they wanted to add that aspect to his character, you could very easily add that as a character flaw to him. They've done a lot of the groundwork to enable that, so... yeah, then Riko himself, he's trying to work out, does he actually want to do photography as a real thing? And it looks like he's making progress with that. And the big, well, reveal, development, I suppose you should call it, is that it seems as though Shinako has had enough. She recognizes how she needs to move on. She needs to be able to move on. And her thought process right now, after a confrontation with Ro, basically turning him down, because she's just still hung up on his brother, and it's like every time she sees him, something will remind her of the brother. She wants to move on, and she's thinking she needs a push, and she's saying to Riko, I mean, help me move on with my life if you want to come to my place. It's like she's inviting him in, saying, I need to make a change. Like, I can't stay the way things are. I need something to change, and she reckons it should be him, which I can already see going so poorly. Like, I can see... okay, no. I can see it, as in terms of the relationship, I can see that going poorly. Where they get together, but ultimately it's just not the correct thing for them. But I think as a way to try and move on from their previous hang-ups, I can see that potentially working. Potentially. But hopefully this series is going to be very realistic in exploring how this sort of relationship, that if you don't get into a relationship for the right reasons, how it can come crumbling down pretty fast. So hopefully that will be doing that. We also got the new ED for the music style. And nice 8-bit gaming style. I very much like it. I assume that's going to be changing every episode, because this one seemed very much focused on Haru trying to win over Riko, but then seeing Shinako and Riko head off together without her. I have no idea if that's just from if that's just for the point of showing how Haru would perceive this event, or if she actually was there watching this happen. Knowing Haru, she probably saw this happen. And we might see in the very first few minutes of this show Haru's perspective on this whole thing. And that's got me excited, I guess. I'm hooked. I really am hooked into this. And I'm curious to see how Shinako and Riko get on. Because I think for the most part, this story, considering the source material, I think Haru and Riko is the canon pair that will ultimately exist. I'm fairly certain. But at the same time, I'm curious to see how this potential relationship, seems to go. I mean, the last episode was called Premonition of a Couple, and we have now got the premonitions of them being a couple. But I wonder if they're actually going to take that step or not. Oh, I'm so excited. Innocent Blue. What could Innocent Blue be referring to? Haru and her innocent views on relationships. Riko's innocent view on a relationship. I don't know. Could apply to many things. Anyway, we're going to get into the episode here. I don't want to debate too much because these intro bits get a bit too long otherwise. But I'm super excited for this. So, as always, these are time-based reactions. Bottom of the screen, around about here-ish or so, you're going to see the timer for the reaction, so you can sync it up with your own footage. I'm watching the Crunchyroll version that you can find on Crunchyroll. Link in the description as per usual. I can't show anything else because of copyright reasons. Molebeat went on a tear this season, so can't risk anything now if I want this second channel to live. So that's the way it's going to be. I'll count us down 3, 2, 1, play, and when I say play, you hit start on your footage, and you know, you get the idea. You know, if you're watching a reaction channel, most of you will understand how reaction channels work, especially if we're 8 episodes in by this point. Sorry, I just had some dinner. So here we go in 3, 2, 1, play. It's the moon, half moon. Oh yeah, right from this point, huh? Is he? He is. Nervous as all heck, obviously. Oh, I'm so interested to see where this goes. The expressions that they both have are very much the same. What was that keychain? Is he gonna bail? She doubting herself? She can't do it. She can't do it. Okay. Oh, okay. 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 Oh, okay. Oh. All right. Yeah. Rub it in, why don't you? I like this friend. I love it. All right. So maybe Harry does not know yet. Maybe. Here's a bit. Fight him up and then say no at last minute. Banged him, probably. Yeah. She's got a point. Whilst I don't want you to get together, because I still am Team Harrow, I get the point. Well. Okay. She knows, but she can't convince herself of that fact. That's the problem. She knows there's a problem. She doesn't want to fix it. Yeah, bro. That's not the right thing to say. But that really isn't the right thing to say in that moment. Who the hell are you? You the wife? He was getting married, right? Yeah. Okay, you are the wife. Oh. Photos of Haru? No, just yep. Unconsciously taking pictures of her. Eh. No, not really. Hmm. I mean, she said she. Really? You were relieved? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. He's beginning to let go, maybe? I wonder if Haru is on his mind at all at this point. I do wonder. Oh, there she is. Speak of the devil. Completely ignored her. Ooh, bagels. Inviting herself in. Oh. See, I don't know how much of him is conscious of. Is he gonna start monologuing about this now? I really do wonder what he actually thinks of Haru at this point. Hmm. He's learning. Good, good. Eating with co-workers or boss. I can't remember which one you were. I think you're a co-worker or a boss. I can't remember. Life moves on normally. She's still thinking about it, obviously. I do wonder if she knows about the Shinako bit or not. She's definitely thinking about it. Naturally. Oh. Making some good progress, perhaps? Aha, okay. You made it full-time. Nice. Probably not. So he thinks to avoid the relationship issues he's thinking of, just work through it and forget about it all. Seems to be the case. Harry's coming to watch, though. And she's happy to see him doing well, though. I wonder if he's ever going to realize that she's the push that gave him this opportunity. I wonder if he's ever going to come to that realization. Zero progress. I don't think they've even seen each other. This teacher, I love her. Well, yes. He's been focused purely on work. Some new guy at the convenience store now. Didn't tell her. Oh boy. He hasn't told either of them, has he? You would know? Yeah. That's true. Maybe. Alright. Oh boy, here we go. Awkward encounter, commence. Obviously. He's now full-time. Yes, he did. Hmm. All right. Mm-hmm. It's a very Harry move. Yep. Pretending to be her. Hmm. Is that a owl or something? Looks like an owl keychain. Yeah, you are. Hmm. Do you? Yeah, that's the real question now. Is what is his actual convictions? Like, does he even recognize her as a potential love interest for him? Like, he obviously acknowledges how she feels about him, but will he acknowledge that directly to her now? Yep. Okay. Itadashai. Alright, how's this gonna go? Hmm. That little twitch, though. That was good. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Hmm. That's a lie. He's been avoiding everything to do with anything but work. Is he gonna say something? Oh, he's blowing her off. Okay. Okay. It's looking for an excuse not to have to think about it. Yep. Don't show her eyes at all when that. Just a bit. Rokun shows up. Yep. And that's where we leave it. Okay. Alright. It's still Haru. Okay. I wonder if this is going to be any different. So far, it's been pretty much the same. Okay. Oh boy. So yeah, Rico is at the point now where he's just like shutting himself off from everyone just to focus on work. Just to avoid confronting any of it. Shinako is... What's Shinako doing at this point? Yeah, it's the exact same ED, okay. Mm-hmm. Alright. So, okay. That's how we're doing this, huh? Okay, so yeah, he's very much focusing on his work now. He's decided, okay, if I focus on my work, I won't have to think about this. And at this point, whilst it is a good thing that he should be focusing on his work, he's found a direction in life that he's happy with, because he was just stagnating essentially at the part-time convenience store. Like, he was making ends meet, he was living a life, but he wasn't really going anywhere with it. He was just kind of like stuck. So now that he's actually found a job that he enjoys doing, he's found a passion for a project and a hobby that he enjoys, photography, working with cameras and such. He's now making progress. He can feel his life moving on, and he doesn't want to bog himself back down, because it was relationships that kind of... his indecisiveness with relationships that kind of started to bog him down and just make him feel... just make him feel like he's not really going anywhere. So he's now dedicating all of his attention to his work, and is... yeah, just saying to Haru, look, it's just not gonna happen at this point. God, Haru is... I feel like we need an episode from Haru's point of view now. I feel like the next episode needs to be from her point of view, because Rikuo is now set. He's set in the way he wants to be now. It's just a case of, is anything going to break him out of that now? Shinako is attempting again to try and move on. And is now confronting Ro. So I assume next episode is going to be focused around that as well, since he's now seen her. But Haru is... how long can she persevere? How long will Haru continue to pursue Rikuo at this point? Like, is this the final time that she's going to be able to, like, go out to him nonchalantly? I don't know. Is this going to be the final bit that actually, like... is this the straw that broke the camel's back, is essentially what I'm referring to. I'd love to see her perspective and her inner monologue on these events right now. But they did go a different direction. I thought they would go the direction of Shinako and Rikuo actually hooking up and seeing what that would mean for their relationship. Ultimately failing, I would have imagined, and then he might realize that it just wasn't going to work. He can move on with his life and then maybe enjoy Haru's presence. But it's all going to come crumbling down, and what I think... here's the thing with romance anime, and I've said this many, many times on many romance shows. Romance anime never go anywhere. Like, it's always about the journey to the realization of if you're in love and admitting you're in love. That's usually where romance anime stop. It's like, you have 12 episodes, 24 episodes, whatever it is, to get to the point of confession or first kiss. And then that's it. That's as far as the story ever progresses. It never gets to the point of actually being in a relationship and the difficulties of the relationship. Hence why I love Oromonogatari so much, because it actually deals with being in a relationship. And that's where I thought this show might also start going. If Shinako and Rikuo hooked up, got together, realized that ultimately this wasn't the right thing after all, whilst it's a confirmation and they can move on not regretting it now. They did it, and they can actually say they appreciate the time that they tried, but can recognize that it just wasn't meant to be. Rather than wondering, what if? Because Rikuo is still in that phase of what if. Like, what if me and Shinako did start dating right now? He's just distracting himself with work. He's ignoring everything else about his social life. Well, not his entire social life. He still has friends and workers and such. But like his romantic life, his love life, he's pushing all of that away now to focus exclusively on work. And I don't think he's ever... yeah, I really want to know how he feels about Haru at this point. Like, we can kind of get what he thinks. He doesn't see Haru really as someone he'd be interested in. But like, he's very indecisive. That, and Shinako pretty much said it last time in episode 7 as well, that he's just indecisive. Like, he takes a long time to actually get to the point where he has a conviction and will pursue it. And once he starts pursuing it, okay, he's good and he's just going to push through no matter what. But it's getting to that point that's his issue, and I think this is more of it here. I think Haru... God, it must be painful to be in Haru's shoes at this point. It really must. Chasing after someone that won't even acknowledge you. Well, it acknowledges you, but not in the way that you want. But she can't stop. She just doesn't. She doesn't want to let go of this. God, I love this show. This show's great. This show's really, really great. For a romance genre, this is refreshing, because most romance shows will be either comedy-based or, like, yeah, it makes mainly rom-coms. To have a serious romantic drama is refreshing. And I'm very, very happy for that fact. I truly am. And it's not like it does anything quirky to do it. It's just being true to the characters that it's built. The only oddity of this show that made it stand out from a more normal drama is just the fact that Haru had a raven. And it's like, okay. Or crow. Raven, crow, it seems interchangeable. Some people say raven, some people say crow. So whatever. But yeah, that's the only oddity to make this show kind of stand out a bit. Otherwise, it's all just focused around the characters, and it's doing a fantastic job of keeping those characters around. Okay. Another point, actually, I'm just looking at the Annie list. There's a post about the 8th episode that just came out. Yeah. Thinking about, like, how strong does... Perhaps this is Rico's way of testing his actual feelings. Like, if he focuses on his work exclusively and tries to forget relationship-wise, if he can actively move on or forget the relationships, they can't have been that important to him in the end. So perhaps this is his way of testing himself to see what he truly believes. Probably an unintentional way of finding out what he truly believes. I don't think he's going in it with that objective. I think he's just going in it to distract himself. But I'm still Team Haru all the way. Like, I want him... Like, has he really given Haru a chance? Like, has he... He hasn't really entertained the idea of getting to know her, spending time with her, and actually, like, just seeing if this could go anywhere. I don't think he's entertained that idea yet. I wonder if his perspective on all of it would change if he genuinely wanted to go out of his way to spend time with her, instead of just spending time with her because she's following him and because she's pestering him. I wonder if his outlook on the whole thing would change if that was the case. But I'm very interested to see where this goes. We've got, 4 more episodes of the actual series, and then we've got 6 exclusive episodes to, Abema TV? Was that the name of it? Yeah, it's only exclusive to some form of TV channel or something. Abema TV, I think it is. I have no idea if Crunchyroll is going to have any licensing for that. I assume not, since it says exclusive to Abema TV. I will look into what happens after that, because I don't want to leave this series and not watch those extra 6 episodes. Because as far as I'm aware, there's 6 more full-length episodes, as far as I'm aware. I don't actually see anything that says not, so I assume they're just 6 more episodes, making it an 18-episode series. But, yeah, I want to see the story through to its conclusion, because I'm very interested in it. I love the characters. I am very much in love with these characters, and I want to see where their story ultimately ends up going. I'm a little disappointed that the ending scene's the exact same, though. As far as I'm aware, there was no real difference in the ending. Which is a shame, but at the same time, it's still a very nice ending. Like, I still love the ending. So I'm not going to complain too much, but... Anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. Leave a like if you did. Helps boost the channel up. Share it around. That's more important now than ever. Leave your comments when you thought of the episode. As well as, don't forget, I have a Discord channel as well in the description. If you want a more detailed discussion around about the episode or the characters that you can't really have in the YouTube comments that easily. Discord's the place to go for that, as well as more general channel announcements, especially if something like Mole Beat happens again. And don't forget to hit subscribe to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Spring 2020 lineup you can find on my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.